Well guys, I'm trying to get the clearest view I can with what I got. And these are the DGS slugs. These are the waxed ones, the ones that I used floor wax on. And I believe what I'm getting into here is the whole thing that I was talking about earlier about the tail wad, helping it steer through the air, and I think that's what we're getting here. But yeah, but it seems like the load is working good. I mean, but we'll have to check it out, when we get some tail wads in. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot a couple of more times and show you what's going on here. These are those 500 grain DGS slugs. Man, they hit with authority. For some reason, they way off to the left.
All the range officers out here are first aid forward. I tell people that if you're going to shoot yourself in the foot, and I'm on duty, I use the sprinkler and put around your neck. That way you remember not to shoot yourself in the foot. Then I tell them I'll put it in the right spot. When he gets there, okay, we're flying in.
Okay, here we go again.
Sure. On the same question, why did you remember here a long time ago? Okay. First thing, you have your remember that when you came in my way, so just don't use this word. You don't come in and hold you there. Hold you there.
Get in there.
Oh, that's been a long time ago. Read camera flag. Okay. Straight away if you're or read range with. And when you're done, you can just run. We don't have all the targets in the world, but we got a good slide.
I'm just trying to slide in, so.
Okay? Are you sighted in for the 100 yards?
More sighted for 100 yards.
Okay, stop. Start you out. That way you're not going to I'll give you a spotting stick from each of that spot available. This will cover the whole target.
Alright.
That way, spotting stick is instantly. You got Take that one, because that's the 1-inch squares.
Yeah, no squares right there.
Alright, so you can use that. Okay? So, 17.
17?
Yep.
There we go. Try that again. Okay. Well, that does it for the waxed ones. So let's try a few of these. Let's try a few of these powder coated ones and see how they shoot. Take like 5 shots.
Just did he finish? Sure. Okay. Thanks.
Alright. That probably get low. No. Matter of fact, that keyhole, I think. High. Like I said, I think we're into this whole tailstock thing. Bullet gets out there around 50 yards and it just starts losing its mind where it's going. Still hitting on paper though. No, and went right exactly where I was aiming. Well guys, I think what I got here, due to my testing, so we got a 50-yard load. So, until we get the tailstock, tail wads. So anyway, go back to the hacienda, we'll have some coffee, we'll talk about it. So this is Thorzak's, I'll be right back. Hey, we're back just for a brief second. I just wanted to show my setup here. This is the 835. And as you noticed, I took the red dot off of it. I went to turn it on, nothing. So the battery went dead. So I'm probably reaping the benefit of buying it for 26 bucks off of eBay. Either that or I left it on, and I don't think I left it on. So anyway, this is Thorzak's. We'll see you back at the house. Well, hey guys, it's Thorzak's, and we're back at the hacienda. I'm going to tell you something. That is one hard-hitting bullet. I'll tell you, it's like shooting a fire hydrant. Man, that's what it kind of reminds me of. 500 grains. That's it's quite a bit. That 32 grain load, by the way, is real easy on the shoulder. I mean, I was not shooting these at, you know, butt stomping speeds. You know, it was pretty mild, and you know, it's not going to wear you out. Well, I did save the target this time, and got a few in the black. Yeah, they were kind of, you know, printing all over the place. I think you guys can just, you know, imagine, you know. Any of these shots that went low is because I went and held the bead right here on the front sight, right in there. My red dot crapped out on me, so, you know, it's a learning curve. So, you know, what I tried to do is I tried to go ahead and raise my sight, and that's where these came from. And so then I went ahead and Kentucky windaged those on over. Okay, and that's where those came from. And then once I kind of got it right, they started printing. So I think what we got here is we've got the Newton's cradle thing happening. When the round flies through the air, it's creating turbulence behind it, a vacuum more or less. And what's happening is that it's causing the bullet to gyroscopically, you know, be affected by that. It's not shooting in a straight line. It's trying to find its mark as it's going through the air. I did recover. This is crazy. Take a look at that. I mean, I recovered that from the bank. Man, I'll tell you what. And as you guys can see, I mean, you can see the rifling marks on there. I mean, you know, over here where it's really severely damaged, you know, rifling marks got kind of wiped off there. But yeah, this one's going to go back in the melting pot and get melted down. Look at that. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Man, that is just amazing. Tail wads. Gotta get these attached tail wads to really find out what the heck is going on. And I'm gonna stick with long shot for right now. Believe it or not, I think this is gonna be a good 50-yard load without the tailstock. And which, by the way, I did talk to the RSO, but one thing about talking to the RSO is it's not like going to the club meeting where you can ask, you know, your direct questions to the people that really matter. But it looks as if what they're trying to do is they're going to come up with a 50-yard range over on the 100, and they're going to build a berm like it's 75 yards. And so you can set up a 50 and a 75-yard target and, you know, shoot there, and then your 100-yard, you know, the rest of the range is going to be dedicated to the 100-yard until you get over to the 200-yard. Now when you get over on the 200-yard, it's going to be strictly 200 yards. So, you know, there's some change going on there, which is good news, at least what the guy told me. I don't know if that's really gonna happen or when it's gonna happen or whatever. I asked him about posting a target at 50 yards, you know, out there at the 100-yard range, and he just kind of shook his head. He doesn't think that that's legal like out on the range. But the guy was basically on my side. You know, I told him, I said, look, you know, what's the difference between shooting black powder, you know, with your black powder rifles and shooting a slug? There's not much difference between that. You can't tell me there's a big difference between shooting a slug at 50 yards and shooting a black powder rifle at 50 yards. It's just, you know, you just can't, you know, there's not that much difference. You're still in there at about 1,300 feet per second, you know. So what's the difference? So anyway, he agreed, you know, he agreed wholeheartedly. So anyway, man, that's something. I mean, if you look at you know, the base didn't expand that much, but I'm going to tell you what, that thing is, that's awesome. I bet that's, so, you know, that's 69 caliber. I'd be willing to bet that that's like 70 or 80 caliber. I mean, well, at least 80 caliber, 85 caliber. By the time I got, you know, but it just mushrooms out like that. That's just amazing. And here's another thing too. The wax works. The floor wax works. If you can't get floor wax, just go ahead and get some Rooster Jacket and just go ahead and Rooster Jacket your bullets. I'm going to tell you what, the Rooster Jacket, or you know, the floor wax, it works. I don't have any leading in my in the rifling. I went ahead and ran a patch through it as soon as I got home, and I looked down the barrel, and you know, it's clean. So, and I did shoot some powder coated bullets through there, but I don't think that they would have that much of an effect, you know, of cleaning the barrel or scraping the barrel out if there was any lead in there or not. But I'll tell you what, I shot 30 rounds. I shot 30 rounds of waxed bullets, and then I shot like 5 rounds of the powder coated ones. So got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what this whole thing's about. That's what reloading is all about. Reloading is about, you know, experimentation and going out and trying different things, and you know, searching for public data, you know, published data and stuff like that. This is what makes it really enjoyable. You know, it's a very, very interesting hobby. You know, it's got so many different aspects to it. So anyway, this is Thor's Axe, and thanks for tuning in. And I don't know what my next video is going to be about, but I'll tell you what, I'll guarantee you that I'm going to see you in the next video. So, you guys stay safe out there. This is Thor's Axe. I'm signing off.